You probably remember that moment, even if you didn't recognize it when it happened. One day she was warm, present, laughing at your messages, asking about your day, telling you she missed you. And then, something shifted. She didn't say it out loud, but the silence said everything. She replied a little later. Her good morning didn't sound like it used to. Her eyes didn't light up when she saw you. And for the first time, you felt it, that subtle, sinking feeling that something was fading. Most men think women lose interest slowly. They think it takes weeks, months, arguments, drama. But the truth is colder than that. A woman doesn't fade gradually. Her feelings flip like a switch. One moment she's all in. The next moment she's already halfway out the door. And you sit there wondering, what changed? What did I do wrong? But the answer is almost never what men think it is. Let's start with the first reality most men never understand. Women today live in a world of validation overload. Attention is everywhere. Comments, likes, DMs, stares, emojis, strangers complimenting her without consequence. She doesn't have to earn any of it. It's automatic, effortless, guaranteed. So when you give her attention, it doesn't hit her the way you think it does. Your compliments don't stand out. Your consistency doesn't feel special. Your effort doesn't feel rare, because she's already swimming in attention, and your attention just becomes part of the background noise. This is why men say, "But I gave her everything. I treated her well. I was always there." Exactly. That's why she stopped valuing it. A woman can't crave what she constantly receives. She can't appreciate what she never risks losing. And the moment she realizes you're fully invested, the thrill disappears. Not because she's evil, not because she's manipulative, but because her psychology is wired to desire challenge, uncertainty, and emotional stimulation. Once she knows you belong to her, her emotions stop chasing you. And you think you're doing the right thing. You think showing more effort will pull her closer. But all it does is push her further away. Now here's the second reason she loses interest faster than you can understand. Predictability kills attraction. At the beginning, everything about you was new. She didn't know your patterns, your moods, your reactions. Her brain was full of curiosity and uncertainty. That mystery created dopamine. That unpredictability created attraction. But the moment she can predict everything, your replies, your plans, your tone, when you'll text, what you'll say, how quickly you'll respond, the entire emotional thrill collapses. She doesn't consciously think, "He's too predictable," but she feels it. It shows up as boredom, irritation, emotional distance. Her mind starts wandering. Her attention drifts. Her interest fades. Because a woman's attraction is emotional, and emotional attraction cannot survive predictability. Most men confuse stability with attraction. They think the more stable they are, the more committed, the more available, the more a woman will want them. But here's what no one tells you. Stability makes her feel safe. Unpredictability makes her feel desire. You need both, but men only give one. Now let's talk about something deeper. Something men rarely see coming. She was testing you the entire time. Not consciously, not deliberately, but emotionally. Women test without knowing they're testing. Small things, a comment, a mood swing, a delayed reply, are all ways her subconscious tries to understand one thing. Are you a man she can respect? Because attraction fades the moment respect dies. And sometimes all it takes is one moment. You overreacting, you chasing when she pulled back, you becoming emotional when she expected strength, you falling apart when she became distant, for her to lose the respect that kept her feelings alive. To her, that moment is huge. To you, it might seem trivial. But women don't lose interest because of big events. They lose interest because of emotional shifts. Tiny, invisible moments where something in her changes. And once that emotional thread snaps, the connection is never the same again. But the worst part? She doesn't explain it. She doesn't warn you. She doesn't say what triggered it. She just slowly disappears, leaving you confused, replaying every conversation in your head, looking for the moment she changed, and you never find it, because her change wasn't logical. It wasn't planned. It wasn't something you could have stopped. It was emotional. And emotion doesn't give explanations, only consequences. But here's the final truth for Chunk 1, the truth men never want to accept. Women don't fall out of love slowly. They fall out of love emotionally. And emotions don't decline, they collapse. Once she feels that collapse, she can't force herself back. No matter how good you are, how loving you are, how hard you try, her heart won't go where her emotions no longer live. And that's why she loses interest so fast. Not because you weren't enough, but because you stopped being the man she emotionally responded to. But what actually causes that emotional collapse? What moment kills attraction permanently? There's a moment every man remembers. Not the moment she left, but the moment her eyes changed. It's small, silent, barely noticeable, but it hits like a punch once you finally realize what it meant. You were talking, and she wasn't listening. You reached for her hand, and she pulled it away casually. You texted her good night, and she replied the next morning with, "Oh, sorry, I fell asleep." That is the moment her emotions disconnected. And once that emotional thread snaps, you can't tie it back together with logic, effort, or love. Because here's the harsh truth most men never learn. Women don't lose interest because they stop caring. They lose interest because they stop feeling. And attraction lives in feelings, not memories, promises, or history. A woman stays only as long as her emotions stay. And her emotions respond to a man's energy more than his words. Which brings us to the next brutal reality. She lost interest because your energy changed. You didn't notice it, but she did instantly. Maybe you started depending on her approval. Maybe you texted faster than she replied. Maybe you started worrying about losing her instead of focusing on your own purpose. Maybe you were scared to upset her, scared to say no, scared to be disliked, scared to walk away. Women can sense this shift like a sixth sense. The moment your energy stops leading and starts following, the attraction starts dying. It's not about looks. It's not about money. It's not even about what you said. It's the feeling of security she loses when you lose your sense of self. Because when a man loses himself, a woman loses interest. She doesn't want a man who revolves around her. She wants a man with a world of his own. A man she enters, not a man who collapses into hers. And when she feels you clinging instead of leading, she doesn't get angry. She feels something worse. She feels responsible for the emotional weight you're supposed to carry. A woman cannot stay attracted to a man she feels responsible for. Respect dies first, then attraction, then effort, then the relationship. This is why a woman can suddenly pull away without explaining anything. She's not confused. She's not thinking. She's not deciding. She's reacting. Reacting to the energy you didn't know you were giving off. But here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Her interest didn't die because of what you did wrong. It died because of what she stopped feeling. Her emotions shifted. And when a woman's emotions shift, everything shifts. One bad argument, one insecure moment, one sign of neediness, one emotional misstep. Her attraction doesn't fade, collapses like a wall crumbling in seconds. And once collapsed, she can't rebuild it, even if she wants to. Women don't fall out of love logically. They fall out of love emotionally. And emotional attraction doesn't taper off. It drops off a cliff. That's why men say, "But everything was fine. But we had no issues. But yesterday she told me she loved me. But we were so good last week." Yes, because that's how female emotions work. When she loves you with her whole heart. When she stops with her whole heart too. There is no middle, no slow fade, no warning. A woman's emotional shift is instant. And once it happens, she's not breaking up with you. She's just waiting for the relationship to catch up with her feelings. That's why she becomes distant. That's why she pulls away. That's why she becomes cold. She's not being cruel. She's being honest with her feelings, just not with her words. So what actually kills attraction permanently? Not mistakes, not arguments, not flaws, but this: she stopped seeing you as the man she could respect. And once respect dies, love has nothing to stand on. Respect is the foundation. Attraction is the fire. Love is the house. If respect cracks, the whole house falls, no matter how beautiful the memories were. Women don't lose interest because of what's missing in you. They lose interest because of what's missing in them. And you can't fix what she no longer feels. But here's where men go wrong. They try harder. More texting, more explaining, more apologizing, more reassurance, more effort, more availability, not knowing that every extra effort pushes her further away. You can't win a woman back by convincing her. You can only win her by becoming someone she instinctively responds to emotionally. And that brings us to the most important truth of this entire video. You don't get her interest back by chasing her. You get it back by becoming a man women don't lose interest in. A man with purpose. A man with boundaries. A man who doesn't get shaken by a woman's emotional storms. A man who isn't afraid to walk away. A man she can respect, even when she's upset with him. When a woman sees you holding your frame, her interest rises. When she sees you cling, her interest dies. It's not fair. It's not balanced. It's not politically correct. But it is real. Because women aren't attracted to perfection. They're attracted to emotional strength. And here's the twist men never expect. When you stop trying to get her back, that's when she feels something again. Because the moment your energy shifts from neediness to certainty, her emotions shift too. When you're no longer afraid to lose her, she becomes afraid to lose you. But until you reach that point, her interest will keep dropping. So what should you do when she starts losing interest? Not chase, not argue, not over-explain, not beg, not cling. You pull back, you breathe, you recenter yourself, you return to your purpose. You regain the energy she fell for in the first place. Because interest isn't gained by force. It's gained by gravity. You don't pull her back. You become someone she can't drift away from. Remember this one line: a woman doesn't stay because you love her. She stays because she feels something when she's with you. And feelings don't come from words. They come from the man you are. She didn't lose interest slowly. She didn't lose interest randomly. And she didn't lose interest because you weren't enough. She lost interest because her emotions shifted. And emotions don't negotiate. They don't warn. They don't explain. They change. Instantly, silently, permanently, unless you change too. Have you ever watched a woman lose interest right in front of your eyes? Tell your story below. If you're still here right now, tells me something powerful. It means you're not just listening, you're feeling this. You're one of the few men who actually pays attention, who actually learns, who refuses to repeat the same mistakes again. And if this story hit somewhere deep, if it opened your eyes even a little, then hear this. This channel is for men like you, men who want the truth no one else has the courage to say out loud. So if you want more videos that cut through the bullshit and tell you what's really happening behind the scenes, hit subscribe. Don't miss the next one.